All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to unlock a super powerful tool in the AI Visual Toolkit, Nano Banana Pro. It's time to move way beyond those generic, cookie-cutter images and really learn how to create professional-grade infographics that look like they were custom-made by a designer.
You know the feeling, right? You ask an AI for a visual, and you get something that's, well, it's fine, but it looks just like everything else out there. It's missing that professional polish, that little spark that makes it special. Well, that is exactly what we are here to fix today.
So, what's the magic behind all this? It's an advanced image engine called Nano Banana Pro. Just think of it as this supercharged engine that powers all the visuals in tools like Gemini and NotebookLM. And thanks to a major update, it's gotten incredibly good at understanding style, layout, and even rendering crisp, clean text right inside the image. This, my friends, is our secret weapon.
Okay, so how do we actually use it? Well, it's not about just throwing a bunch of random keywords at the AI and hoping for the best. No, there's a real method to the madness, a formula that unlocks professional results pretty much every single time. Let's break it down.
This right here simplifies everything. Every great prompt combines these 4 key elements. You start with your subject, you know what it's about. Then you add an artistic movement to set the whole vibe. After that, you specify the lighting and texture to make it feel real and tangible. And finally, this is the important part, you add a composition constraint to control the layout. It's kind of like giving the AI a brief from a professional art director.
So let's see what this looks like in the real world. Here's an actual prompt. The subject, abstract data flow network. The artistic style, isometric 3D render. The texture and lighting, glass morphism and volumetric lighting. And that critical layout constraint, 40% right side negative space for text. See how it follows that 4-part formula perfectly?
And boom, this shows you the payoff. The AI doesn't just spit out a pretty picture, it delivers a totally functional asset. It's a clean, modern visual that's ready to drop into a slide deck with that dedicated space for your text exactly where you asked for it. No more fighting with the layout later on.
All right, now we're going to get into a core concept you absolutely need to master. If you want to create truly great infographics, you have to understand the fundamental difference between the 2 main tools you'll be using, NotebookLM and Gemini Direct.
This is the mental model you need to have. Think of NotebookLM as a wrapper. It takes your data from a PDF, a document, whatever you've got, and it just wraps a beautiful visual style around it. Its #1 job is accuracy. Gemini Direct, on the other hand, is the creator. It generates both the visuals and the content completely from scratch, giving you total creative freedom.
This table really breaks it all down. See, NotebookLM's whole goal is to summarize your document, so it's best when you need data accuracy, but it can be a little rigid. Gemini Direct's goal is to create something brand new, which makes it awesome for layout ideas, but just be careful. It can sometimes make stuff up. As you can see, their shortcuts and prompt styles are totally different, which we'll get into right now.
A typical NotebookLM prompt is really descriptive. You're basically telling the wrapper how to dress up your data. You say things like style reference, minimalist blueprint, and you define a palette. It's all about giving it super clear instructions for the style you want applied to your content.
Now compare that to Gemini Direct, our creator. Here, the prompts are way shorter, more aggressive even. Use these little double-colon keywords called style codes like Apple Keynote. You're not really describing a style, you're injecting a whole pre-packaged aesthetic directly into the creative process. It's a totally different way of working.
So one tool is great for data accuracy, and the other is amazing for creative layouts. So what if you want both? Well, this is the pro move. We're going to combine their strengths in what I call the ultimate hybrid workflow. It's a really simple 2-step process. First, we use Gemini, the creator, to build the perfect, professional-looking but completely empty visual layout. Then, we take that beautiful empty shell over to NotebookLM, the wrapper, and we have it fill up our structure with the accurate data from our sources.
Here's the exact prompt for Phase 1 in Gemini. We ask for a bento grid style, but check out the most important part, the constraint. The containers must be completely blank placeholders. Strictly no text, no icons, and no data visualizations. We're telling it we just want the frame, not a fake painting inside it.
And what you get is this, a clean, reusable template. You've basically used the creative engine of Gemini to build a perfect visual foundation, and you can use this thing over and over again, which ensures you have a consistent, modern, and professional look for all your infographics.
Now for phase 2. We pop over to NotebookLM, upload that blank grid we just made as a style reference, and then we give it this simple little prompt. We're basically saying, hey, take my source data and pour it neatly into the empty boxes you see in this image. It's the ultimate combination of control and creativity.
And there you have it, the final result. Literally the best of both worlds. You get that stunning, creative, modern layout that only the creator in Gemini can dream up, and it's filled with the precise, source-accurate data that the wrapper in NotebookLM guarantees. It's perfect.
Okay, so you've got the theory, you've got the workflow. Now, let's give you a toolkit, a bunch of powerful keywords and parameters that you can start using right away to seriously level up your visuals.
I like to call these my golden keywords. If your image feels a little flat, add subsurface scattering to make any 3D objects feel real. If you want a cool retro vibe, use risograph. Need a super organized top-down view of products? Knolling is the word you're looking for. And for instant drama, just add chiaroscuro for that amazing high-contrast lighting.
And these are your universal controls. These parameters work almost everywhere. Vector keeps things looking clean and non-photorealistic. Negative space? Oh man, this one is your best friend for making sure you have room for text. And my personal favorite, -R169, which forces the AI to create a perfect widescreen image for your slides. No more weirdly cropped squares.
So what's the big takeaway here? You are no longer just a user asking for a picture. You're an art director now. You've got the formula, you've got the workflow, and you've got the keywords to get exactly what you want from the AI every time. So the only real question left is, what are you going to create first?